Good evening. Thank you so much for being here and welcome back to the Gawain Family Theater after 3 years. As Hammerstein said in the musical State Fair, it's a grand night for singing. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the brilliant musical theater writing team, Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II. These two writers had an incredible impact on American culture since opening their first musical together in 1943, Oklahoma. It's been a wonderful opportunity to study and learn about their impact in choir and in chamber choir, and also our Broadway history course, Broadway Refocused. We'll feature some of Rodgers and Hammerstein's most famous songs and introduce to you a few beautiful forgotten gems this evening, sprinkled in with some history and facts about the shows and songs. Joining us tonight from London's West End is Erin Caldwell and Glain Rhys. Two of the most wonderful people I've had the pleasure to work with, and we've been so fortunate to work with them in master classes, one-on-one coaching, and performing with them. Again, let's give them a big York welcome. They will be hosting tonight's event alongside Marie Claire Davenport, a sophomore who has been studying musical theater history in the Broadway Refocused class. So welcome, Marie Claire. We began the evening with Lily Berry Smith beautifully singing The Sound of Music, and up next is one of my favorite things with chamber choir.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Girls in white dresses with girls at sashes, with snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Our next song, Something Good, is from the 1965 Academy Award-winning film of The Sound of Music. This song had replaced An Ordinary Couple. Oscar Hammerstein had died 5 years earlier, so Richard Rodgers wrote the music and lyrics to Something Good. Up next to sing this beautiful, simple love song is Erin Caldwell.
Perhaps here you are, standing there, loving me, whether or not you should. So somewhere in my wicked, miserable past, I must have done something good. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good.
Thank you. Good evening. What a very good place to start our evening celebrations with the sound of music. Our next show, South Pacific, opened up on Broadway on April 7th, 1949. Its story delves deep into uncomfortable subjects of racial bigotry and internalized racism. Despite the controversy South Pacific faced at the time, it would become one of the most popular musicals to date. Our next song, This Nearly Was Mine, is sung by the leading character, Emile, describing how close he and his love, Nellie, were before she left him when she realised that he had 2 half-Polynesian children. 16 years before it was legal to be in a mixed-race relationship here on the Broadway stage, Rodgers and Hammerstein were making history and confronting racism through the art of musical theatre. Here is Oscar Fadem and his father accompanying on the piano, singing the pop version of This Nearly Was Mine.
One dream in my heart, one love to be living for, one love to be living for. This nearly was mine. One girl from my dreams, one partner in paradise. This promise of paradise, this nearly was mine. Close to my heart she came, only to fly away, only to fly as day flies from moonlight. Now I'm alone, still dreaming of paradise, still saying that paradise once nearly was mine. Close to my heart she came, only to fly away, only to fly as day flies from moonlight. Now I'm alone, still dreaming of paradise, still saying that paradise once nearly was mine.
South Pacific is most known for winning 10 Tony Awards in the 1940s. One of those Tony Awards was awarded to the first black woman, Juanita Hall. Miss Hall was cast as Bloody Mary and won Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal in the role. We celebrate this historic moment, but also reflect that Miss Hall was playing a Polynesian woman in Yellowface. In the latest Broadway revival in 2008, Hawaiian native Loretta Abels Sayre played Bloody Mary on Broadway, reflecting the character's background and race in a more appropriate way. Tonight, we wanted to speak to the complicated history of this character, but also feature one of the songs, Happy Talk. Aria Asmuth will be singing, out of context from the show, the 1955 jazz version of this song. Please enjoy.
Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can make. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about a boy saying to a girl, golly baby, I'm a lucky cuss. Talk about the girl saying to the boy, you and me are lucky to be us. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? And if you don't talk happy, and you never had a dream, then you'll never have a dream come true.
Our next featured show is Cinderella. It was the only musical made by Rodgers and Hammerstein for the television. Its live premiere in 1965 on CBS was viewed by 107 million people, the largest television audience to date. Here is Rose, Maura, Myra, and Adriana singing In My Own Little Corner.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one will stand in my way.
In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be.
On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me.
I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. And I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
The next 10 minutes ago, our next song is a mashup of 10 Minutes Ago from Cinderella and the next 10 minutes from Jason Robert Brown's The Last 5 Years that premiered off-Broadway in 2002. This new version is featured in the series R&H Goes Pop, recording current Broadway stars and updated arrangements of classic Rodgers and Hammerstein songs.
We could want to share with you.
I may never come
I
down.
will never come down to earth again.
I'm not always on time. Please don't expect that from me. I will be late, but if you can just wait, you'll make it eventually. Not like it's in my control, not like I'm proud of the fact, but anything other than being exactly on time I can do. I have found her. She's an angel with the dust of
the stars in her eyes.
We are flying, and he's taking me back to the For the next 10 minutes, I wanted to ring out the bells,
Knowing I had a long, full life in
my
your
arms.
that I can do.
10 minutes ago, forever with you, your life with me. 10 minutes ago, forever, till the world explodes, till there's no one left who has ever known us apart.
There are so many dreams I need to see with you. So many years I need to be with you.
Will never be complete. I will never be alive. I may never come down to earth again.
There we go. Our next musical, Pipe Dream, is set right here on Cannery Row in Mount Monterey, the only musical to be set in this area. Pipe Dream is the 7th musical that they wrote together, and it's not well known, and it was a huge financial failure. It premiered on Broadway on November 30th, 1955. The musical is based on John Steinbeck's short novel Sweet Thursday, a sequel to Cannery Row. Aidan O'Brien will be singing The Man I Used to Be.
You've changed, bub. You've changed a lot. And the game you used to go with all concur. You've changed, bub. You're not yourself. But if this is yourself, then you're not the man you were. The man I used to be, a happy man was he, and nameless as a leaf in the gale. Whatever has become of that light-hearted bum who thought he had the world by the tail? The man I used to be, his life was gay and free, and nameless as a cloud in the sky. He thought he knew the game, then along came a dame who turned him into some other guy. I've got ambition now, I'm on a mission now. I aim to reach the top of the tree. That other fly by night who flew so high by night has vanished like a sail on the sea. And I'll never find that easy living, easy talking, easy giving fellow that I used call me. You can never find the man you used to be. The man I used to be would go to sleep at 3 or 4 a.m. or 7 or 9. And when his weary head wasn't near any bed, a table or a chair would do fine. A man without a goal, a sort of friendly soul, who liked to play the role of a host to any thirsty pal or a casual gal who'd stay to cook his coffee and toast. He was a ne'er-do-well who wouldn't dare do well. He never saw the top of the tree. But kind of sad I am to see the cat I am has vanished like a sail on the sea. And I'll never find that fatalistic, free and easy, egotistic optimist who used to be me. You can never find the man you used to be.
State Fair, our next featured musical, didn't have a Broadway production until 1996, 51 years after it was written in 1945. Originally produced as a film and then made for a television movie in 1976, it premiered on Broadway with Oscar's son James as the co-director. Here to sing the perfect song for this spring evening is Annie Lynn, gorgeously singing It Might As Well Be Spring.
The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I want a lot of other things I've never had before. It's just like Mother says. I sit around and mope, pretending I am wonderful and knowing I'm a dope. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever when it isn't even spring. I am starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. I'd say that I had spring fever when it isn't even spring. I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as
After the immense success of the first two Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, Oklahoma and Carousel, the pair sought a subject for their new play. After a disastrous tryout in New Haven, Connecticut, the musical opened on Broadway to a large advance sale of tickets and very mixed reviews. Agnes DeMille, the choreographer of Rodgers and Hammerstein's previous Broadway productions, both directed and choreographed the work. Here to sing The Gentleman is a Dope are Normandy, Naya, and Alicia.
The boss gets on my nerves. I've got a good mind to quit. I've taken all I can. It's time to give up and
and move to another job or maybe another town.
The gentleman burns me up. The gentleman gets me down. The gentleman is a dope, a man of many faults, a clumsy Joe who wouldn't know a rumba from a waltz.
The gentleman is a dope and not my cup of tea. Why do I get in it together? He doesn't belong to me.
The gentleman isn't smart. He doesn't know the score. A cake will come, he'll take a crumb and never ask for more. The gentleman's eyes are blue, but little do they see. Why am I beating my brains out? He doesn't belong to me. He's somebody else's problem. She's welcome to the guy. She'll never understand him half as well as I. The gentleman is a dope. He isn't very smart. He's just a look, like to hug and hold against your heart.
The gentleman doesn't know
How happy he could be. Why am I crying my eyes out?
as if he belonged to me.
He'll never belong to me. The gentleman is a dope. The gentleman is a dope.
Our last two songs before we take a short intermission are from two shows that feature an Asian experience on Broadway, Flower Drum Song and The King and I. It wasn't until 2002 in the Broadway revival of Flower Drum Song that there was Asian representation in the creative team, when director David Henry Hwang, a Chinese American, had the opportunity to update the script and take out the offensive and racist portrayals of Chinese characters in the musical. Finally, we will skip off to intermission, whistling a happy tune as String Ensemble, directed by Dr. Danko Drusko, performs one of musical theater's most well-known tunes from The King and I Whistle a Happy Tune. Please enjoy the beautiful artwork and photography presented in the library by our visual arts teachers, Mr. Jared Martin and Mr. Ian Martin, during the short intermission. And now, String Ensemble.
So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Our restrooms are up here at the library or in the breezeway, and we will see you in a few minutes. Enjoy the artwork and photography.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. It's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Oh my God, he's so tall. That is the opening number, Oh What a Beautiful Morning, from Oklahoma. It opened on Broadway March 31st, 1943. Oklahoma would become a box office hit, and it had 2,212 performances on Broadway. The success of this musical would manifest itself in award-winning revivals, national tours, and an Oscar-winning 1955 movie adaptation. Based on the book Green Grow the Lilacs by Glain Rhys, Oklahoma has a perfect blend of music, dancing, and acting, and to many perfectly define what a musical should be. Up next, you'll hear the Ladies of Chamber Choir sing Many a New Day.
Why should a woman who is healthy and strong blubber like a baby if a man goes away, a weeping and a wailing how he's done her wrong? That's one thing you'll never hear me say. Never gonna think that the man I love is the only man among men. I'll snap my fingers to show I don't care. I'll buy me a brand new dress to wear. I'll scrub my neck and I'll brush my hair and start all over again. Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do. Many a light lad may kiss and fly. A kiss gone by is bygone. Never have I asked an August sky, where has last July gone? Never have I wandered through the rye, wondering where has some guy gone. Many day will dawn before I do.
In our next song, we get to hear the sinister Judd Fry, played by Jack Gurman, sing about his newfound love, Lori, in the song Lonely Room.
When there's a moon in my window and it slants down a beam across my bed, and the shadow of a tree starts a dancing on the wall, and a dream starts a dancing in my head, and all of the things that I wish for turn out like I want them to be, and I'm better than that smart aleck cowhand who thinks he's better than me. I ain't gonna dream about her arms no more. I ain't gonna leave her alone. Going outside, get myself a bride, get me a woman to call my own.
Despite its success, it is undeniable that Oklahoma's plot is whitewashed and erases the Native American experience. The word Oklahoma is derived by two Native American Choctaw words, Okla, meaning red, and Huma, meaning people. Oklahoma does not feature a single Native American character, despite natives being sent out of their lands to make room for whites during the time of this musical. The most recent revival of Oklahoma that will be in San Francisco this fall sought to represent a diverse audience with gay, lesbian, trans, and disabled representation through the characters. Enjoy the title track from Oklahoma.
They couldn't pick a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early.
And it ain't too late. Starting as a farmer with a brand new wife. Soon be living in a brand new state. A brand new state. Gonna treat you great. Gonna give you barley,
Carrots and potatoes,
pasture for the cattle,
spinach and tomatoes,
flowers on the prairie where the June bugs zoom. Plenty of air and plenty of room. Plenty of room to swing a row.
plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lemon I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land,
And the land we belong to is grand.
and when we say yow, yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oklahoma, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lemon I. Every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, yo-ho, and the land we belong to is grand.
Yippee-yi, 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 yippee-yi.
And when we say yow, yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, you're okay. Oklahoma, 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 Oklahoma. We belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say yow, yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, 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 yow!
Carousel opened up on Broadway on April 19th, 1949. It was the second musical created by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. It is based off of Lilium, a play by Frank Monar. As the name would suggest, Carousel is set in a carnival setting in New England. It is noted that Carousel is not as lighthearted as Oklahoma. Up next to sing this beautiful love song is Shelley Chen singing If I Loved You.
I
Carousel follows two characters, Billy Bigelow and Julie Jordan, as they fall in love and get married. However, it's not all roses in Billy and Julie's relationship. Julie has to deal with domestic abuse and violence. A notable actor who starred in Carousel's 1994 revival was African-American Audra McDonald as Julie's friend Carrie. Now that Julie is involved with the handsome carousel barker Billy Bigelow, her best friend Carrie can finally tell her about the special man in her life, Mr. Snow.
His name is Mr. Snow, and an upstanding man is he. He comes home every night in his round-bottom boat with a net full of herring from the sea. An almost perfect beau, as refined as a girl could wish. But he spends so much time in his round-bottom boat that he can't seem to lose the smell of fish. The first time he kissed me, the whiff of his clothes knocked me flat on the floor of the room. But now that I love him, my heart's in my nose, and fish is my favorite perfume. Last night he spoke quite low, and a fair-spoken man is he. And he said, Miss Pipperidge, I'd like it fine if I could be wed with a wife. And indeed, Miss Pipperidge, if you'll be mine, I'll be yours for the rest of my life. Next moment we were promised, and now my mind's in a maze. For all I can do is look forward to that most wonderful day of days, when I marry Mr. Snow. The flowers will be buzzing with a hum of bees. The birds will make a racket in the churchyard trees. When I marry Mr. Snow, then it's off to home we'll go. And both of us will look a little dreamy-eyed, a drive into a cottage by the ocean side, where the salty breezes blow. He'll carry me across the threshold, and I'll be as meek as a lamb. Then he'll set me on my feet, and I'll say kind of sweet, well, Mr. Snow, here I am. Kiss me so I'll know that everything will be as right as rain can be. A living in a cottage by the sea with me, for I love that Mr. Snow, that young seafaring, bold and daring, big be-whiskered overbearing, darling Mr. Snow.
In our penultimate song of the evening, we hear two of Rodgers and Hammerstein's most famous songs from Carousel and the Sound of Music blended together. Here is You'll Never Walk Alone and Climb Every Mountain.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky, and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream, a dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life, for as long as you live, climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream. Walk on with hope in your heart.
Walk on with hope in your heart. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
The Sound of Music was Oscar Hammerstein's last musical. He passed away from stomach cancer only 9 months after the show opened on Broadway, never seeing the glorious Academy Award winning film that followed. Our last song of the evening, Edelweiss, is one of the last songs he wrote. The lyrics are, Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever.
Hammerstein's last words and legacy is wrapped up in this beautiful, simple song about the highlights of life's beginnings, new growth, and a positive outlook, even though he was dealing with his own health troubles, which was a true testament to who he was.
Tonight we honor Rodgers and Hammerstein, but in reality, we are honoring all new musical theater composers alive today. Rodgers and Hammerstein were mentors to the incredible Stephen Sondheim, who was a mentor to Jonathan Larson, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote Hamilton and In the Heights. Without Oklahoma, we would never have these shows we enjoy today. Their legacy continues so that we have these beautiful, diverse stories on Broadway. We look back tonight so that we can see the future. Before we finish tonight, I want to say thank you for all of you for being here tonight to support all of these amazing students. Can we give them a round of applause? It's truly wonderful to be back in the space singing without a mask, all together. I also want to thank Erin and Glain coming all the way from London and Wales to work with our students tonight. Can we give them a big And I want to thank Paul Davis coming from New York City to help with our students and techniques. And also Kevin up at the soundboard. He comes from Pacific Road. And of course, Miss Moneypenny helping me with turning my pages. I have to say thank you. And finally, I have to say thank you to Rodgers and Hammerstein for continuing to inspire us through their beautiful melodies and lyrics. Tonight, during our last verse of Edelweiss, I invite you to all sing with us. I'll give you a cue so we all come in together. Thanks again, and I hope you've had a wonderful evening.
Edelweiss. Small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland
So sorry. This is improvised. This whole evening wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the most amazing teacher that these kids have, who is kind and loyal and so intelligent it kills me. And he put this whole thing together, and he does it so beautifully and brilliantly. He's going to kill me because he doesn't know that I'm doing this. I'd love everyone, kids, everyone, to give the biggest hand to the wonderfully talented Mr. Williams.
Well, it really has been a joy to sing this music, and I hope you had an incredible evening of song, and thank you for singing with us tonight. And good night.